After upgrading to the new version of Windows 11, something doesn't feel right, it doesn't work as it should, or maybe it just doesn't fully convince you. If that's the case, all is not lost. In this video, I'll show you how you can easily go back to Windows 10 even if the 10-day grace period has already passed. I'm Pavel and you're watching TechManiac HD. Let's get started. In the first part of this video, we'll deal with the case where no more than 10 days have passed since the update, so open the Start menu and type the word Go Back. This is the easiest way to access the option we're looking for. Clicking on this function will take us to the desired tab in the system settings. However, if this method doesn't work for you, after opening the Start menu, click the gear icon, which will take you to Settings. There, in the System category, you will find the Recovery option, and that's where the function we're looking for is located. Now just click the Go Back button. A prompt will appear asking why you want to go back. You can select any option or just the last one without giving a reason. In the next step, you'll be prompted to search for updates, but choose the No, Thank You option. Here you'll see the standard warning that some applications may need to be reinstalled and that any settings you changed after upgrading to Windows 11 won't be carried over. This should be obvious to us because Windows will actually restore the full backup that was made on the day of the upgrade. Therefore, if you used a PIN or password to log in on Windows 10 and removed it in Windows 11, the restored system will ask you for that PIN. So there shouldn't be any surprises later. Once you click the Go Back to Windows 10 button, there's no turning back. The computer will restart, and then the proper restoration process will begin. This process takes much less time than upgrading to Windows 11. Usually, it should finish after a few to a dozen or so minutes. After going to the desktop, I can see that everything has been restored and is exactly where it was before the transition. However, there is a small catch. Even if it hasn't been 10 days since the transition and the option to go back is unavailable for you, it can only mean two things. So let's assume that after going to the settings I mentioned, the option to go back is not available. The first reason could be a prompt that suddenly appeared in the bottom right corner of the screen, triggered by a system feature called Storage Sense. If you answered that you agree, then the copy was simply deleted. The second possibility is accidentally selecting the option to remove the previous version when using the built-in Windows Disk Cleanup tool, because that option is also available there. And since it usually guarantees recovering a significant amount of space from the C drive, it's hard to resist. Basically, there's also a third option that prevents you from rolling back now, but that one probably didn't happen by accident. Well, on the C drive there's a folder called windows.old. As simple as it sounds, this folder contains the previous version of the system. If this folder was deleted manually, well, then it's gone. It may seem obvious, but I want to give you an idea here. If you move this folder in advance, even to the D drive or anywhere else, even to external storage, then the backup being deleted automatically is no longer a problem. After 10 days, it stops being any kind of problem. Even after a month or 3, you can put the previous system backup back onto the C drive and it will be available for restoration again. So, what should you do if the Windows 10 backup has actually been deleted or more than those 10 days have passed? This situation is less pleasant. If you really don't like Windows 11, the process of going back to Windows 10 is possible, but you will lose all your data in the process. That's why you should make sure that your photos, videos, documents, and anything else you consider important are saved in the cloud or on a physical drive. Recently, I reviewed the Patriot PXD external drive, which saves data at a speed of 1 GB per second. For moments like this, it's really good to have this kind of device on hand. I'll put a link to the video in the description below. Anyway, once you've secured your files, open your browser and in the address bar type bit.ly/win. Win10. Exactly as you see it now on the screen. If you have trouble typing this address, I'll also put a clickable link in the description and in the pinned comment. This will take you to the official Microsoft website. Scroll down and click the button that says Download Tool, then run it. After getting things ready, you need to accept the license agreement, and the tool will ask you what you want to do. Although we currently have Windows 11 contrary to logic, to roll back to Windows 10 we need to select the first option here, which is to upgrade this PC. The download will take time, but creating the media will be faster. After checking for updates, the tool may ask you to accept the agreement again and in the next step ask which items you want to keep. And that's exactly why we had to make a backup of our data, because we won't be able to keep anything from the system. If you're sure that all your important files are backed up, then of course, click Next here. One more update check, which will end with a summary of the options we've chosen, meaning installing the right version of the system for this PC without keeping user files. Clicking the button labeled Install will bring up the blue installation window. After this process, the computer will restart and the installation will continue smoothly for anywhere from a dozen to several dozen more minutes. After that, we will go through the standard Windows setup procedure and then you'll see a clean installation of Windows 10. And if you manage to complete this operation, I sincerely congratulate you. If my help was valuable to you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe with notifications turned on. Also remember to visit the TechManiac HD website from time to time, because you'll find a lot more interesting content there, such as a guide on how to easily and quickly organize photos in a family album. You will also find reviews of affordable laptops, scooters, and even home video surveillance cameras, as well as dash cams for your car. It's definitely worth a visit. That's all from me. Take care. Bye.